Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tessa Allen, host of Spotlight Radio Show, and I have a first time ever. I would say this is my second time, but this would be the first time where the call is going through, where I get a interview from prison, and it's Dennis Richardson. Welcome, Dennis.
Hey, how you doing? It's an honor
As,
being placed in the Spotlight Radio.
already, first and foremost, I tried to call Rody Mac earlier and asked him how to pronounce your name. Is it 3r'dee or third or three degrees?
3R possibly DEE, which is third. It spells out third.
Okay, third. So you're Dennis Richardson the third.
So now that I'm a published author,
Hello.
Dennis Richardson, aka
D Rich. Absolutely. Well, congratulations. Yes. Congratulations on your PSG prison survival guide. I just want to let everybody know, like right now, you can go to spotlightradioshow.com and just scroll down just maybe one time and you can click on prison survival guide book and take you straight to the link. You can get it, the hardback or the Kindle version, which is, yeah, it's very, 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 very budget friendly. So I just want to start off also with saying thank you for this interview. I really appreciate it. And I also want to say the first time we met, I remember the first time meeting you, we were at the Bosses Among Bosses premiere. And yes, I remember walking over and I didn't know your name, but I knew who you were, the Houston Hip Hop News. And I lost it. Like it was like meeting Kiki is my favorite rapper, my favorite artist. Okay. It was like meeting him for the first time when I seen you. Yeah, and when you said my name, or when you mentioned Street 93.3, like I remember every detail about that night of meeting you. And ever since that day, I've been a big fan.
Already, and I appreciate you for the love and support. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of you and your movement as well. So,
Thank you.
We're very equal on that.
Absolutely. So I want to get into the book. I know you might not have too much time to talk, but I definitely want to a shout out to the Huntsville unit. I have a cousin there, Ronnie Harris. I have a good friend, Chad Bradley, that's there. I don't know their nicknames, but they're down there in Huntsville.
Shout out to y'all boys. Make sure y'all get y'all prison survival guide, man. I need it for people like us.
Yes, absolutely. So when did you start working on this prison survival guide?
Well, I actually started working on it 2.5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It was inspired by the Holy Spirit, man.
Okay.
God, sometimes, we have a calling or we have a purpose, and God will point us to that direction, and we be rebellious. I was rebellious to it for about 2.5 years, but He kept on putting it in my face and in my spirit and say, son, do it.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And I love how it starts off because it's based on your actual experience yourself. You know, you got some tips in there for the people that's in there, but you give us a good walkthrough from that day one when you walked into I think you said Chocolate City or the Chocolate Unit.
Right.
Yeah, and when your hand was on this rail and you were feeling the roaches. Oh man, yeah, that gave me like a good insight. I was like, oh my goodness. So I love right out the gate you start giving your insight.
Right. Yeah. Right, and that's what I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? What's better for people to understand and feel and relate to than have someone that actually been through it.
Right.
And I had to go through it and get to it to be able to speak and speak about this, what happened.
Right. Absolutely. So when you went to prison, did you have to go to Houston the first time you went, did you go to Houston and then ended up in Chocolate City, or you went straight to Chocolate City?
Well, how the process works, everything's in a process. So, of course, you got to go to the city, then you go to Harris County, and from Harris County, you know what I'm saying, after you stand trial, if you are convicted, you will go down to transfer unit. And once you get to that transfer unit, which Darrington is one of the transfer units, you have to get to Garza Rest, that's one of them, and Bird unit in Darrington.
Absolutely.
So I had to arrive at them places first before I even got down to Huntsville.
Okay, good deal. So by you being in Huntsville, which I'm from Montgomery, Texas, which I can hit the back way and get to Huntsville like in maybe I'm not going to even say 20 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So do you feel a sense of closeness to home because you're in Huntsville?
Well, it was a blessing, like my grandmother and my mother said, it's a blessing that it's only probably about an hour or so away.
Right.
So it's okay, but no matter where they put me, you know what I'm saying, it's all about what my mind frame is. So I got to make sure that my mind frame is in the right place and my body being in the right place.
Absolutely. So what gives you strength, for each and every day? As I talk to you now, I'm thinking about my 2 brothers. I'm thinking about my 2 nephews. Oh, goodness.
Right.
I didn't want to cry. I'm just thinking about them. So, my goodness, I'm sorry. How does your mental state? How do you keep your mental state at bay? How do you keep yourself going every day?
Well, I once heard Tim C say they can lock up my body, but they can't lock up my mind.
Hello.
It's the same thing that I have my homeboy, Brody Mack. He usually reminds me of that. But it's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, God had to put me through something.
Yeah.
So I could be the message.
Yes.
Sometimes, he'll allow a test to become a testimony. He'll allow a mess to become a message.
Yes.
And my message came in the form of a book.
Yes.
And like I once said, I had to go through this to be able to be a voice so people can look at me and ask me to this day, how do I do it?
Yeah.
So I keep my mind right with, like I said, the prison survival guide. I pray. I'm from a praying family. And one thing I do know is God has the last word. So I try to keep myself around positive people. Like I encourage the guys and women in the book is to stay around positive people and be uplifted and play for the dough and not the foe, like Brody Mack said once in the book. And that's what I do to keep my head up by staying focused and productive, because all they did is allow the mastermind to sit down and think of some more great things to be great about.
Absolutely. I love that. Man, I definitely want to let everybody know Prison Survival Guide has its own Instagram as well. I just want to go back to Houston Hip Hop News, CEO, and also DSG's ENT, which your daughter has dropped 2 mixtapes, Young Queen.
Right.
And you talk about in the Prison Survival Guide book that if the prison inmates have a tablet, they can stream your music and your daughters. Is that correct?
Right. Correct. If you type in 3r'dee, my name will pop up on the security tablet with my music. And also, if you type in Young Queen, her name, all her music will pop up. My Queen, the Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Wow. That's awesome. I love that. I was like, okay, I love this book. I am honored that I am mentioned in it. I love the way the setup is. Now, I do want to say where I'm just going to quote because I got the book closed right now. But only 20% of Black women support their significant other in prison.
Yes. That's a very controversial topic right there you're touching on. Right?
I know. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta tell you this. So, okay, not last year, because last year made a year he was out of jail. So, like a guy that I love, like from 4th grade up until last year, he went to jail. Well, prison. He did 3 years, and the whole time we're gonna be together. And we never really said we would be together until he was in jail. And when he got out, I was, yeah. And I'm still like, you can at least cash at me $5. You know what I'm saying? As much money as I spent to make sure you got all the treats and sweets and stuff like that. So a lot of women, I feel like, I just want to speak on some of the this, I'm gonna say the Sagittarius women, as I am, Black women. You know, we get, you know, it just takes that one time. You mess it up, damn near for
Right.
everybody.
Understandable.
Yeah, so I like
Okay.
that. I like that you have the 10 Commandments, for, you
Right.
know, for the loved ones that's in jail. You know, so I feel
Right.
that this book, you have made this book for inmates, for people that are in prison and people that are not, so we can understand what you're going through.
Exactly. Exactly. And I want to touch on that topic what you said, where you say 20% African American women stay
Hmm.
down with a man in prison. I
Okay,
want to dig off into this. Let's go
please,
deeper into that.
come on.
Okay. I wrote that because I was thinking of people's experiences. So
Hmm.
I'm actually getting y'all insight. So as I was in the county, I was going around and I'm saying, oh my God, where's the support from the black women?
Yeah.
It was hard to be found. Because, right, like just like you said, yeah, they got some guys that do these same things. That every black woman have the same story. When
Hmm.
he did this, he did this, I took care of him, woo, 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 woo. They
Uh-huh.
messed it up. At the same time, that Caucasian woman or the Hispanic woman, she stayed down in the corner and she overlooked that. You know what I'm saying? We're granted more than one opportunity, one chance with them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As an African American woman, which she is not wrong, yeah.
Hmm.
One time, one to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
yes.
as long as I have seen a black African American woman stay down with a man, from my research, is 5 years. You know, and that's great. That's the longest. Other than that, it takes 6 months to a year, and they gone. But
Wow.
I want to encourage my African American women to step it up. Don't hit the show them, because ain't nothing like a black strong queen behind her team
Absolutely.
within a situation that's being oppressed by the world. You could be his voice. So step it up, black woman. I'm with you.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. Yeah, I believe that I can comply. I might
Yeah.
comply, but I can't say, for my oldest brother, he's been home 3 years. He was a heart of a hustler to his bone, and he's been home three
Right.
years. Shout out to my big brother. And when I would always send money. I would send money to his books. Sending $100 wasn't nothing, but I could not open his letters.
Wow. It hurts, right?
Yeah, and my little brother, one of my younger brothers, I got two younger brothers that's in right now. One that gets out 2020, well, comes up for parole 2028. He wrote me
Yeah.
on JPay, and I have not opened it. Sitting here right now, I have not opened it yet because it just I don't want it to break my heart. So, what do you say to me?
Okay, this is what I'm gonna tell you. It's very important. I want everybody to listen very well. But the simple fact, business is cool.
Mm-hmm.
It helps us with our time. But one thing inmate is looking for is mail.
Okay.
Something about that mail, because when y'all leave, we can't bring y'all right back. So we can always go pick up that mail and read it and reread it and reread it, and it's like it's starting all over you right there in our face.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we clutched at that. So I encourage people, and I have a lot of women that I know that they say the letter is on the table and stuff, and they never wrote back. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, all the time. I'm waiting for that letter because it boosts me. It
Okay.
helps me. It helps me get through my time.
Yes.
So I encourage anyone out there with someone locked up, make sure you write back, send letters, you send pictures. We need that. That's better than commissary. Even though Pimp C said commissary is necessary,
Right.
mail is very necessary. So make sure y'all write these boys that's locked up, and that's what I like to encourage anyone that's out there in the world.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. I definitely want to get into the book a little more. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I definitely want.
Hey, you got it. This your time to shine right
Thank
here. I got
you.
the spotlight on you.
Thank you so much. I definitely want to ask you about a couple of pictures that you have in the back of the book, The Prison Survivor Guide.
Okay.
First one I want to go with is Big Pokey.
Right.
Yes, Big Pokey. Rest in peace, Big Pokey. I just want to get your insight on Big Pokey, your thoughts about him, the times you interact with him, what kind of person he was to you.
Well, it all started when I was promoted for this guy that owned Hit 'em Up named Showtime. I met him. I was promoted. Everybody know that's how I came up, is by promoting.
Okay.
And while promoting, I helped promote the SUC. So I got to meet Big Pokey and do shows with Big Pokey and be on the stage with them. If you go to YouTube, you can see all that Big Pokey, Big Hawk. And Big Pokey was a big genuine guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, he was one of my favorite rappers off the Screw Tape. So by me getting a chance to actually be with him and be on the road with him, it was a blessing. It was it really boosted me, and it gave me insight to create Houston Hip Hop News, which I'm the CEO of. By holding his legacy and my city's legacy, I created Houston Hip Hop News, and I done it for us because I was always around these guys, and I was filming these guys, and I was promoting these guys. So who be the best to tell the story and uplift the city? And that's how Houston Hip Hop News came around. And when we was on the road with Big Pokey, I remember over there in Corpus Christi. Mm-hmm. Oh man, he gonna be in there, he gonna do his thing, he gonna get out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I got the news, heard that that passed by inmate, and I looked and I dropped my heart. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But one thing I can say, like I tell him, he died doing what he loved.
Right.
So his mission was complete.
Absolutely. Yeah, shout out to Houston Hip Hop News. I love that you started out in the beginning or that first era, way before social media got to where it is now. It was a lot of major, you put in a lot of footwork, a lot of miles on them Jordans or whatever type of shoes you wear. Okay. Yes, you did. So now, with you being in prison, who's helping Houston Hip Hop News and DSG's ENT continue on as strong as it is?
Who's keeping it on is Rich, formerly known Young Queen, my daughter, and my homeboy, international worldwide player, Roddy Mack. As y'all see, he just came from the Olympics.
Yes, absolutely.
In front of the ISIS Tower, he got the Houston Hip Hop News fight. He was down there. He did every major bit because he's a major player. So guess what? If you see him, you're going to see that Houston Hip Hop News fight in their face. He was at the BET Awards in 2024. They kept on showing him all over and over and over. Here, my homeboy, Minister Simo, worldwide player. So them are keeping the torch going while I'm down here. And I appreciate them, and I love them, and I like to send my blessings and flowers to them.
Yes, absolutely. Let me tell you, I freaking lost every marble I had when I seen Roddy Mack at the Olympics. That was bigger for Houston. That was bigger than Snoop Dogg being there for me. Just for the Houston. Yes, we lost it. I love that. Yes, I love that. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't care if he went by himself. He is representing it to the fullest.
Yes. It makes me proud, and that right there helps me get through it by him. See, he just sent me so many pictures of different celebrities holding the mic and stuff like that, man. Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm like, yes, go. I'm rooting. So that's why I feel like I still got to do my part as I'm doing now, putting out books to let this story be told. So we can add the audio, can add up to the video.
Absolutely. Well, this Prison Survivor Guide is right now available on Amazon, and also you can go to Houston Hip Hop News on Instagram, and also Prison Survivor Guide on Instagram. I definitely, before I let you go, I definitely want to just give out a few things. I definitely want to give out your TDCJ number, which is 022045565, and the address is 1697 FM 980, Huntsville, Texas 77345 or 343. 77343. We got that. Huntsville, Texas. And your JPay ID is 064543332. And I got the camera here on Dennis Richardson. All right, Dennis, I definitely want to ask you before I let you go, any encouraging words that you have for anyone that's listening to this interview, people that may come back and listen, even your daughter, your family members? Just a few words.
I'd like to tell them, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in this world, no matter, if you're innocent or guilty, you may have to run into a situation like I have ran into that I'm wrongfully convicted. And if you get put into that circumstance, no matter where you at, you can still be successful. No matter where you at, no matter my way down. And I'm one of them guys. And I hope y'all see it through me that encourages y'all that, hey, wherever it is, somebody's doing some worse in a better situation. But look at 3r'dee. Look at the Arthur D. Rich, of the prison survivor guys. If he could do it and behind the walls, anybody could do it. So I encourage my family members, my friends, and everybody I love, and people I'm soon to meet, get in contact with. Never give up.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Also, Christmas is coming up. And you did put in the book about Santa and the Grinch. So, so will you be doing something for Christmas? You know, while you're there, are you going to like revamp the Christmas and the Santa Claus that was wrongly convicted?
Well, I think the Grinch is over. Then I told you I moved by the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
But my job right now is to make sure these prison survivor guide book is up on the people's Christmas trees and get to the inmates.
There we go. Yes.
So I am being the Santa Claus and make sure they get them, you know what I'm saying, so I get them hope and joy.
Absolutely. That will work for me. Yes, my birthday is 4 days before Christmas. I definitely once this interview is uploaded and I posted it, but whoever listens to this interview, if you share it and tag it, you have a chance to win a free prison survival guide by me, Tessa Allen, here at Spotlight Radio Show. Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Even if you want to inbox me your family members' information that's in jail, I'll send it straight directly to them. I will do 5 of them in honor of my brothers and my nephews that are locked up. And also for Dennis Richardson, the author now, Dennis Richardson. I really appreciate your time. Yes, thank you so much for coming to Spotlight. Yes, thank you so much for coming to Spotlight Radio Show. I appreciate the love.
And I appreciate you. Stay blessed by the breast, and we're going to pray for the rest.
Absolutely, yes.